It is book of the week. And this week's book is Demon Seed by Dean Koontz. The original one is from 1973, and then it was made into a movie in 1977, and then he rewrote the book, which got published in 1997, and now I have a copy of a 2009 edition that has a new afterword. This book has mixed reviews on Goodreads and a rating of 3.46, I believe, as of filming this video. And in the book, we follow a woman named Susan Harris, who has a fully automated house/security system, which is infiltrated by an AI who takes control of everything because it has an obsession with her. The narrator is this AI, and it is an interesting way to tell the story. There should be a warning though. There's no warning on this one, but I feel like there should be because there is a lot of violence, also of a sexual nature, towards Susan in this book, and I think it is important to preface that. And some reviews talk about how the story is very different from if you read the 73 version compared to the 97 one. I've only read this one, so I can't say for certain, but I've heard that Susan should be more passive in the 73 one. And there were a lot of changes made so that it reads as two completely different novels almost. I remember liking this book when I first read it. I first read it in my teenage years, but I was a lot less sensitive back then. I still think I would have enjoyed reading this book, but I'm not sure it would have been as easy for me to read. What I like most in this book is the take on the narrator, the AI. And there's a section in this book, very short, but chapter 12 and 13, where it goes on this rant, and I was obsessed. I was obsessed with this part of the book. I just hadn't read anything like that before. Now, there is a lot of misogyny coming from the narrator, and it is hard to take at some points. Also, the humor falls flat at some point. But I interpret it as the author trying to showcase that this narrator is made by men. So it seems to have picked up some of that. But what do you think of Dean Koontz and his books? I can understand if it's overwhelming to try and start reading any Dean Koontz books because he has written so much. That was book of the week. Would you read this? This is if you want to pause. But that is book of the week, and I will see you next week with a new book. Bye.